When did you realize your happy childhood was built on lies? I found out my dog wasn't my dog, but that wasn't even the worst part of my parents' lies. I was getting my 16-year-old dog Simba ready to fly with me. While I got the paperwork sorted, the vet scanned his microchip and frowned. She scanned again. Sir, I know the collar says Simba, but the chip here says it belongs to someone called Tank, registered in 2015. I laughed. No, I had Simba chipped in 2009 when I got him. She scanned one last time and pointed to the screen. I'm sorry, but you should get this sorted out before I can sign off on travel documents. When we got back to the car, I sat there staring at my fluffy best friend and frowned. I pulled out my phone. As I scrolled through the old pictures, I noticed a few things. The spot above his eye was on the wrong side. The white patch on his chest was clearly a different shape, and a bunch of other little things that kid version of me seemed to have missed. I drove straight to my parents' house and checked all the old photo albums. Puppy Simba from 2009 to 2012 was one dog. Then suddenly in 2013, he was different. Same breed, same color, but not the same dog. But clearly that was impossible. I went into my parents' office and opened up a small filing cabinet, scanning through each bit, but I ended up feeling even more confused. His vaccination record stopped abruptly in October 2012, and a new one reappeared in November that same year from a completely different vet clinic, different doctor, different handwriting and license number. I laughed in disbelief, falling down onto the floor. No, this can't be right, I mumbled. I quickly went through all the cabinets and drawers in the room until I spotted it. Two different adoption certificates in my parents' careful handwriting. The first one said Simba from Sunrise Breeder, adopted April 2009. The second one said Tank from the county animal shelter, adopted November 1st, 2012, 4 days after my birthday. Both listed me as the owner. I called the original vet clinic with shaking hands. Yes, sir, Simba was marked deceased in October 2012. I couldn't breathe. What TF happened that year? When my parents got home, I laid both adoption papers out in front of them and stayed silent, watching them struggle to find words. My mom started crying. You were only 12. We didn't want you to get hurt. The truth. I asked you for the truth, I said, voice cracking. Dad held Mom's hand and took a deep breath. During your birthday sleepover, your younger brother let Simba out onto the road. A car hit him. When your brother came back, he didn't say a word. We found Simba's body the next morning. Then the following week, we got you a new one. Wait, something wasn't adding up. If he didn't say a word, how did you know he let Simba out? They exchanged a look, the kind married people do when they're cornered. We figured it out, Mom said weakly. No, tell me how you knew. Dad's shoulders sagged. Your brother, when we confronted him, he admitted everything. He'd followed Simba to the street. He watched the car hit him. Then he came back inside and went to bed. I stared at them. Even now, even caught in their lies, they were still doing it, still softening it. You're lying again. Tell me the truth right now or I'm really cutting ties. What aren't you telling me? My mom broke. She slammed her hands on the table and screamed through her tears. Simba didn't die instantly. He crawled home bleeding, scratching at our door for hours. Your brother threw your teddy bear into the street as bait, and he left to get it and came home in pain, still wagging his tail looking for you. We had to put him down before you got home. The room went silent, except for her sobbing. I felt my entire body shake. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. For 16 years, I'd been loving the wrong dog. For 16 years, my brother had watched me do it, knowing exactly what he'd done. And now, he's a vet specializing in emergency trauma for animals, always bragging about how his childhood experiences inspired him. Then Dad whispered just before I left, this wasn't the first pet.